Welcome to the section on installation of ROS serial, which we will be using for interfacing our ROS with Arduino. Now, if you have looked into the previous video, we saw that the implementation of ROS serial for Arduino is done with ROS serial underscore Arduino. So we need to install this. Now, the official guide is given at this link, and you would also find it in your course video. You will find that link. Now there are two options of installing ROS serial Arduino. One is for installation from the binary. Now for some reasons this binary installation has not worked for me, and I always install from the source and it always works. So I'll try to show both of them, and there are some gotchas and workarounds which you need to do, and it is often not so straightforward. Okay, so watch this video carefully, and I'll be using the steps from the official ROS wiki guide. Another quick tip I can give you is that watch this video in a desktop, because if you watch from the mobile, you would soon lose the context, because it's going to be pure installation. So there is very little understanding that is required. You just have to execute the steps in Ubuntu. And obviously you need to install Arduino. So that would be the first step, and you can install it from this link. And as usual, this link is also given in your course guide. So quickly I'll move in into my Ubuntu instance, and here is the link for installation of the Arduino ID setup, which is the ROS serial underscore Arduino. And here is the link for installation of Arduino. So let's start with the download of Arduino. If you are using the installation of the VirtualBox that came with this course, you would have it already. But in case you are using your own installation, you need to go and install Arduino. So I'm on Ubuntu, so I'll choose the Linux 64-bit, and as it is downloading, I'll move into my terminal and start configuration of the Arduino step by step. Now the first thing to do is try to install it from the binary, as I said. And if you scroll down to section 2, you would see that there are a couple of commands which are given to install it from the binary source. So and the commands are sudo apt-get install followed by ROS Indigo, ROS serial Arduino, and ROS Indigo ROS serial. Okay, now you have to replace the Indigo with your version of ROS that you are using. So just to be sure, you can go to the terminal to check your ROS version. So the command is ROS version -d. Okay, so I'll just use it and show it to you, so that there is no no confusion about the version you are using. Okay, so let's wait for the terminal to open. So it has opened, so I'll do just ROS version um, and -d, and as you can see that I am using Indigo. Okay, so the first thing to do is copy the first command and run it in your terminal. So I'll run it in my terminal. I'll just try to zoom it and paste it, and the password for the VM box is password with capital, and give your sudo password, give yes, and it will install. So my Arduino has downloaded in the download folder. I have to right click and extract here. So let me extract it in the same folder, and then there would be an install script which we can run to get the Arduino installed. So as you can see that I have extracted the download tar file, which is here. Now this is the Arduino folder, and inside that there is an install script. Now all I have to do is go to this path and run the install script. So I think my downloads folder is at root. So let me just go and try to find it. So I am in the download folder, and if I do a list, I can see the Arduino folder. So all I need to do is Arduino, and make sure you type what you see. Okay, and if you do an ls here, you would see the install script, which is here. So I'll just do a sudo so that I have the rights, and it is installing Arduino. So I'll pause the video and come back when this is installed. So as you can see, the Arduino is installed and it is giving the done message. So you can go to your search and type Arduino, and you would see it installed. Just click on it, and let's see if our ROS lib package has been installed. Okay, so I'll give it a couple of minutes to open, and pause the video. So ideally it should have installed the ROS lib here, but as I said that with binary it does not work for me, at least. So I will try to install it from the source, which is the second part. Okay, so let's go back to our wiki and see the installation from source. Okay, so it asks us to move to our workspace, which is for us it is catkin underscore workspace. So let me just clear it and go to catkin workspace. Yes, and then it asks me to change into src, so I'm under the src folder. Now I have to git clone this and change back to my workspace. So let me just copy it and paste it, and let it clone into the source of it, and then I'll move back into my catkin, because that's what it's asking me to do. Now you have to do catkin underscore make. Okay, now this will recompile, and it will take some time, so I'll pause the video. Okay, my installation is done, but as given by the ROS wiki, we have to do catkin make install as well. It is clearly telling here. So if you miss this step, it will not work. So I'll just do catkin underscore make install. Okay, so it will install the packages. The next thing to do is open your Arduino IDE and go to file and preferences to see where your local libraries are saved. So it is saved for me in this path, which is home my robot Arduino. It might be different for you, so go ahead and check, and make sure you open that in your file explorer, and you can see the libraries folder, because we need to go to this path through terminal. Okay, so if I show you the browser and the ROS link, you can see that in the next step it talks about moving into your libraries folder. So I'll just open up a new terminal and navigate to my libraries folder. So here is my Arduino folder. So I move it into Arduino and do an ls, and I have my libraries. So I'm in the libraries folder, as you can see. Now it asks us to remove if there is a previous installation of ROS lib. Now that is not applicable, but in any ways we would do it because it's there in the ROS wiki, and just to be sure, so just open this path and paste it. Okay, and here we need to know that there is a dot at the end, so don't miss the dot at the end of the command, because else you will have a problem. Okay, so just copy it and paste it, and this will export and complete whatever is pending. Okay, so let's pause the video and wait for it to complete. Okay, it has completed. Now what you need to do is that you need to close your Arduino and restart your Ubuntu instance. Okay, so I'll go ahead and restart it, and I'll come back when the restart has been done. I have completed the restart, and as you can see the ROS lib is installed, and the first thing we do is the hello world, and the hello world code is there, and all you have to do is connect your Arduino. So but make sure that, you know, as we did for the joystick, you go to your settings and USB, and your Arduino should be detected here just like joystick, and make sure your USB controller is enabled, and you can also do cross check it from USB here. Okay, so your Arduino should come here. So that completes the installation, and I'll catch up with you with the concrete implementation of the publisher and subscriber in the next video.